This is Engadget. It's Tuesday, March 16th. Here's what's happening in the world of technology. Brought to you by TurboTax Tips. If you've ever wondered about the facts, fiction, and best practices when it comes to taxes, TurboTax Tips can help. With expert tips in 5 minutes or less, it's quick and easy to learn how to maximize your tax refund. Just search TurboTax Tips wherever you listen to podcasts. After it first started testing autonomous vehicles in Cangzhou, China last summer, Baidu has now obtained the necessary permits to experiment with how it will monetize those vehicles. The city, located about 149 miles south of Beijing, granted the company's Apollo Go robo-taxi service permission to run commercialization tests with 35 cars and an additional 10 permits with which to trial fully driverless vehicles. Baidu says the permits will allow it to become the first company in China to start testing a paid robo-taxi offering. So far, it has offered those rides to people for free, marking this an important milestone in its goal to commercialize the service. It's also the first company in Cangzhou to earn permission to test fully driverless vehicles on the city's roads. Previously, its testing in the city involved safety drivers in the cars. To obtain the permits, Baidu had to complete 50,000 kilometers, 31,068 miles of testing on local roads. As of the start of March, the company said its Cangzhou fleet had accumulated approximately 326,030 miles. Outside of Cangzhou, Baidu is also testing driverless vehicles in Beijing and Changsha, the capital of China's Hunan province. It hopes to expand the service to 30 cities sometime in the next 3 years. And in science, over the weekend, Russian scientists lowered a series of detectors between 2,500 and 4,300 feet below the surface of Lake Baikal via phys.org. Together, those sensors form the Baikal Gigaton Volume Detector, the largest underwater space telescope in the northern hemisphere. It will help scientists study neutrinos. While one of the most abundant particles in the universe, neutrinos are also the smallest currently known to humans. They can also travel great distances without interacting with any other forms of matter. Those factors make them difficult to detect and study, but they can teach us a lot about the history of the universe. A joint project between Russia, Germany, Poland, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic, construction of the Baikal GVD started in 2015. The actual telescope consists of hundreds of spherical modules made of glass and stainless steel connected to the surface through a set of cables. Those sensors currently occupy an area measuring 17,657 cubic feet. Over time, the plan is to add more sensors to make the telescope even bigger. As to why they would put those modules underwater, it's a useful medium for detecting neutrinos, and Lake Baikal has a lot of it. Located in South Siberia, it's one of the world's largest and deepest freshwater lakes. It's also pristine and covered by ice for at least 2 months of the year. There aren't many places on the planet that are as ideal for this type of research as Lake Baikal. The only 2 other telescopes that match it in scale are the Ice Cube Neutrino Observatory in Antarctica and the Antares Telescope deep underwater in the Mediterranean Sea. If you want to catch the latest tech news as it's happening, check out Engadget.com or tune in again every weekday.
Spoken Layer.